Hey guys, in today's video we are on our last night here in Tokyo on our way back to the Philippines. Yes, I'm wearing a Japanese traditional robe for bedtime. So anyway, long story, some mishaps along the way. Stick around, I'll talk all about it. Alright guys, so I typed in my hotel. Our last night we decided to get a hotel that was near the airport so we could just not have to get up so early because we have a 9 a.m. flight, and we were simply going to take the airport shuttle from the hotel to the airport, and easy. But today we checked out. We went around and did some last things today in Tokyo, which was fantastic. But by the way, this is a much bigger room than what we had before. This is actually a fairly normal size room here, just standard. But anyway, I typed in Garden Hotel Narita, and I followed the directions that Google gave me, and we ended up, after we took 2 trains, a bus, and we were starting to wonder, okay, what's going on here? We didn't take this route when we took the airport train all the way to our hotel last time. So the bus drops us off, first time on the bus in Tokyo, and we're looking around and we're like, this looks like a residential area. We start walking around and we're like, and Google Maps says you have arrived at your location, and I'm looking around, there's no hotel, it's residential. And we stopped a Japanese gentleman who's working. He's on his bicycle, and he stops, and he goes, no, 2 hours away. And we're like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding. We're exhausted at this point. It's already around 4 p.m. We were hoping to already be at the hotel, checking in, and eating and resting, getting a good night's rest. And we find out we're 2 hours away. And I checked for a taxi, and the taxi was like $170 US. I was like, I don't really want to spend 170 on the taxi, but I also wanted to get back to I wanted to get to the room. So ended up getting directions from a girl from Australia who was living in Tokyo, and she happened to come up to the bus station. I said, hey, do you speak English by chance? And she's like, oh yeah. And she helped us kind of get on our way, and we ended up doing 2 trains. 1 train, second train, we got off, and then it wanted us to take another bus, and I was like, I'm done with this. So I just got the taxi at that point. I think the taxi cost $5 at that point. Get to the hotel. It's a beautiful hotel, great buffet. We had a nice buffet. But we ended up arriving around 6:30 p.m., and we were supposed to be at the hotel and everything around 4 p.m. Well, here we are, and we're getting ready to go to sleep. And I will continue and talk about some other things about what travel will have in store for us. So we'll continue this at the airport. All right, guys, just an update. We're now on the flight Cebu Pacific, and we got our flight changed. We were supposed to arrive in Cebu around 1 p.m. or so, and our next flight was going to be at like 8 p.m. to Dumaguete. Well, they changed that flight to 1:30, so it's impossible to get through immigration, collect our bags, and transfer it and everything over to the next flight to get to Dumaguete on time. So we're going to stay one night in Mactan, and then we are going to go off to Dumaguete the next day. No choice, but it's more fun with Cebu Pacific. By the way, I would recommend them mainly just for domestic flights. We'll see you guys in Cebu. By the way, guys, if you are coming out to the Philippines to live and you need help finding your next rental or even a place to purchase, check out my friend Mike Ross. His information is on the screen. Go ahead and pause it, and you can get his email, his U.S. phone number, or his website. Contact him today, and he will help you get in touch with a local agent who will help you in finding your next rental or purchase. All right, guys, so I'm at my hotel in Cebu. So to finish up the story, basically we got to Cebu around, I think, 1:30 p.m. We finally got to the rack with our luggage, or the carousel to pick up our luggage. And of course, our flight for going to Dumaguete is already taken off. I had already booked a hotel in Mactan, Newtown at the Savoy. One of my go-to hotels, the Savoy, the Belmont, the Bai Hotel. And you guys can check that out, my preferred hotel list throughout the Philippines. Head over to geonthephilippines.com, scroll down, click out my new and updated hotel list around the Philippines, and if you click on the picture of the hotel that you want, it will take you directly to the booking page. So anyway, it's a nice hotel. I like it here. I like Mactan, Newtown. It's kind of that expat bubble that I talk about. And so today we're going to meet some friends for dinner and just rest up a bit. And tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon, we will head back to Dumaguete finally. And so it's been 2 weeks. Tokyo, fantastic city. Really fantastic. I really didn't find it to be so expensive. Towards the end of the 2 weeks, we kind of started getting our groove. We knew how the train system worked. We knew how where the best meals were and how to get them inexpensive. Very interesting culture in Japan is what I have to say. I did notice, by the way, I highly recommend when you fly to the Philippines, if at all possible, direct into Cebu. Going through immigration in Cebu was super easy, quick. The airport's just nice and more modern, up to date. Manila's just a big mess. And it really took us like 2 minutes to get through. Called us a Grab and we were here. And again, highly recommend that. Download the Grab app before you get here. And don't use the hotel, or don't use the taxi offers, the people coming up to you saying, hey, you want to ride? Where are you going? Oh, 500 pesos, I can take you. And then you find out that it's really 1/4 of that price or something. So again, fly directly into Cebu if at all possible. Otherwise, Manila. I really recommend using another Asian airline like Korean Air, Ava Air. Those are two of my favorite airlines. Even China Airline is actually pretty good. The Japan Airline, any of those are actually quite good. Cebu Pacific, when we came from Tokyo to here, Cebu, 4.5 hours, not a free drink, not a free water, not breakfast, even though it was in the morning. And even when I went from South Korea to Manila, which was actually technically a little bit of a shorter flight, they gave us water, they gave us breakfast, they gave us a snack, a hot towel. It was just such a better experience. So domestically flying around the Philippines, Cebu Pacific, you really don't have a whole lot of other options. There's not a whole lot of other options out there. So, you use that airline. But if you're going to fly anywhere else, like if you're going to take a vacation to Thailand, Malaysia, wherever, don't use Cebu Pacific. I highly recommend using one of these other airlines. So anyway, we are going to enjoy. It's nice to be in a bigger hotel, even though our hotel last night near the airport in Japan was actually a very nice hotel room. It's really just when you're in the center of Tokyo, when you're within the busy section, the metropolitan area of Tokyo, that you get these really small hotels. And so the hotel we stayed at last night, beautiful hotel. We actually were like, wow, I wish we could have stayed here for 2 weeks. But it was way out of the way of everything we wanted to see and do. We're already kind of thinking of next year. We probably will fly directly into like Osaka and just do Osaka, Kyoto, some other things. There were so many things to see and do in Tokyo. We just did not have time to do all these things, but we will next year. And we want repeat trips to Thailand. We want repeat trips to Vietnam, Malaysia. There's so many places, even South Korea we want to go to. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my advice. That's my story of the kind of a long couple of days. We're ready to get back home, but today we're just relaxing, enjoying, and we'll be back home tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see everyone next time.